I received a cease and desist letter from attorneys representing Hailey Bieber in an attempt to intimidate me and silence me. Of course, that's in my opinion, which I am legally allowed to have. What I shared were my opinions. It was a psychological and sociological thought piece on why some relationships last. And being offended by the opinions that I have does not entitle you to erase people's voices. This is so elitist to me. Truly behold the temper tantrums of the rich. And this is how smaller voices are taught to shut up. I think a case like this is really important for all creators to take note of, because opinions, commentary, and even criticism of public figures is protected, and that matters not just for me, but for all of us. Keep in mind, all of this is blowing up because Hailey reposted the video of my thoughts. And then of course she tried to say she didn't, even though that screenshots exist. Now she's sending me a cease and desist on a video she allegedly never saw. Thought pieces are not criminal charges. Opinions aren't illegal just because they're inconvenient to you. But if you need lawyers to survive an opinion, you're not powerful, you're fragile, and I see it. If you want to support me in this, because honestly, I need your support around this discourse, please go watch one of my YouTube videos today. I feel like I will probably need the AdSense. All of this is intimidating, it's meant to be, but I believe in the power of using your voice and not being silent.
So I read the cease and desist letter that Hailey Bieber allegedly sent to this creator. And let me say, I don't think the Biebers are going to win if they actually file a lawsuit. What we have to remember is a cease and desist letter is just basically like a warning. If you don't stop doing this, then I'm going to do this. In this creator's case, is if you don't take down this video and pretty much apologize, then we are going to sue you for defamation. They're going under the thing of defamation per se, which is essentially saying what you said is damaging. I don't need to prove damages that I lost jobs or anything like that. But one thing that the Biebers are forgetting here in this alleged letter is that you still have to prove that the statement that the woman said was false. And one of the statements that they point out is that they're calling Justin an abuser and an addict. And so in order to prove that Justin is not an abuser or an addict, he's going to have to put his life on display to prove that he is not abusive or an addict. And who else is going to have to put their life on display is Hailey Bieber to testify that he's not abusive or an addict. And this creator can call people to the stand and say, no, actually, we'll talk to this person, this person, this person. These people do.
It all began when a blink you miss it TikTok repost triggered a wildfire across the internet, with Hailey Bieber, one of the most watched celebrities of her era, landing squarely in controversy, not through her own direct actions or statements, but due to a video she briefly reshared. The original TikTok, recorded by a young woman with a small following, cast Justin Bieber in a negative light, depicting him as an abuser and suggesting Hailey was complicit by tolerating that behavior. Screenshots and recordings of Hailey's repost surfaced almost instantly, transforming what could have been a minor blip into a viral flashpoint that sparked criticism, speculation, and soon, legal threats. As Hailey's PR team quickly threatened legal action against the video's creator, questions emerged about whether Hailey's repost was a genuine mistake, a moment of carelessness, or a carefully calculated move. All eyes turned to the ripple effects of a celebrity's social media slip, especially when it fans flames that can't be easily extinguished. The chain of events captured the chaos and speed of today's online world. The video, first uploaded by a young woman, let's call her Emily, was just one among countless TikToks speculating about famous couples. In it, Emily analyzed public moments from Hailey and Justin's marriage, referencing body language, visual cues, and interview segments to suggest a pattern of emotional abuse by Justin and a willingness from Hailey to endure it. For a while, the video attracted normal engagement, a few hundred likes, supportive and critical comments, and the usual debates. But then, something happened that nobody could have expected. Hailey Bieber's verified TikTok account shared the video to her own story. Was the repost a slip? Was she attempting to highlight the video, perhaps to refute its claims or open up conversation? The reason remains uncertain, but the impact was immediate. The video's view count exploded in minutes, with people hurrying to watch before it vanished. Some saw Hailey's repost as a cry for help, others as a calculated move, and some as a simple error. Regardless, the digital trail was left behind. Despite the post being swiftly deleted from Hailey's account, the incident had already escalated. Dozens recorded and screenshotted the interaction, and soon the evidence was everywhere, on Twitter, Instagram, Reddit. The phrase 4K evidence became a rallying cry for those who interpreted the repost as confirmation or acknowledgement of the video's claims. As momentum built, conversation shifted from curiosity to outright confrontation. Hailey's seasoned PR team leapt into action. Within hours, Emily received a cease and desist letter, threatening her with legal action for defamation, emotional distress, and inciting harassment. The letter demanded she immediately remove the video, issue a public apology, and agree not to discuss Hailey or Justin in future posts. For Emily, the ordeal was surreal and frightening. In online interviews, she recounted her disbelief. She never expected her TikTok to go viral, let alone catch the attention of Hailey Bieber herself. She insisted she hadn't intended harm, only sharing opinions based on public information. But for Hailey's team, the stakes were different. In a world where public opinion can shift overnight and accusations often outlast the truth, they moved to protect their client's image, control the story, and deter other would-be critics. The story underscored the immense power imbalance between global celebrities and ordinary users. Hailey, with her massive following and legal resources, could leverage advantages unavailable to most. Emily, by contrast, was just one person with a phone and a viewpoint. Although celebrities have always had outsized influence, social media has blurred the line between public and private, giving everyone a voice but not an equal platform. By reposting Emily's video, Hailey, intentionally or not, thrust her into the limelight. By threatening legal action, her team sent shockwaves through the creator community, raising fears of a chilling effect. Some felt this was justified, that celebrities must defend themselves against damaging allegations. Others saw it as intimidation, using power to silence dissent. The audience played a pivotal role as the drama unfolded, watching and reacting in real time as details emerged. Lacking definitive answers, speculation filled the gaps. Was Hailey's repost a genuine error or a strategic act? Was Emily's video made in good faith or with malice? Was the legal action warranted? Social media thrives on ambiguity, and the lack of clear facts only deepened engagement. Hashtags trended, reaction videos multiplied, and users dissected every moment for possible clues or hidden meanings. Subscribe now for more viral updates. The truth was often secondary to the evolving narrative, which was hotly contested by all sides. For Hailey and her team, the goal was to regain control. For Emily and her supporters, it was to stand up to intimidation and defend free speech. For everyone watching, the incident became a touchstone for broader debates about fame, digital influence, and the boundaries of expression. The methods of managing celebrity crises have changed dramatically. Gone are the days when a press release could contain a scandal. Now, a single TikTok or tweet can unravel months of carefully managed publicity. Hailey's PR team moved rapidly, choosing to issue a legal warning, hoping to discourage similar content and reassure sponsors. But this strategy was risky. Legal threats can backfire, drawing even more attention to the controversy and making the celebrity appear heavy-handed. The Streisand effect, where efforts to suppress information only make it spread further, was a real risk. The PR challenge was delicate. Too little response, and rumors persist. Too much, and the fire grows. In this case, the decision to threaten legal action signaled a zero-tolerance approach to what they saw as defamation. But it also prompted uncomfortable questions about the limits of celebrity power and the rights of ordinary people to comment on public figures. At the core, the story hinged on reputation, how it's built, lost, and protected when anyone can reach millions with a phone. For Hailey, whose brand underpins her modeling, influencer, and entrepreneurial work, public image is everything. For Emily, the consequences were different but no less significant, reflecting the anxiety many users feel about online speech. Subscribe to stay updated on the latest social media controversies. As the hours ticked by, the narrative continued to swirl online. News outlets picked up the story, amplifying it even further. Emily's supporters flooded her page with encouragement and warnings, while critics accused her of spreading lies or seeking attention. Some legal experts weighed in, debating whether Emily's video truly met the definition of defamation or if it was protected opinion. Others pointed to the precedent this case might set, not just for creators, but for anyone discussing celebrities online. The intensity of the reaction was remarkable. Some users praised Hailey for standing her ground, while others accused her of weaponizing her fame. Meanwhile, Brands associated with Hailey monitored the situation closely, wary of backlash but anxious to avoid being drawn in. For Emily, the pressure mounted. She considered deleting her account, fearing further legal trouble or online harassment. Friends and family urged her to keep quiet, while some online voices encouraged her to fight back. The incident had clearly taken a toll, both publicly and privately. Subscribe for more behind-the-scenes stories. As the days passed, the story evolved yet again. Some users lost interest, but many others continued dissecting every update. New rumors emerged. Did Hailey's team contact TikTok to remove the video? Were other creators being targeted with similar legal warnings? Did the controversy help or hurt Hailey's image in the long run? Even as statements were released and the video disappeared from major platforms, the conversation showed no signs of stopping. For some, the takeaway was clear. In a digital world, nothing is ever truly deleted. For others, it was a cautionary tale about the risks of speaking out online. The fallout also prompted renewed discussion about the responsibilities of influencers. Should celebrities simply ignore criticism, or do they have a right to respond forcefully? How can creators protect themselves from overreaching legal threats? What role should platforms play in mediating disputes like this? The answers remained elusive, and the debate raged on. The episode ultimately became not just about Hailey and Emily, but about the shifting power dynamics of the internet itself. In a world where stories can go viral in minutes and legal threats can silence creators overnight, the rules are still being written. Both Hailey and Emily found themselves at the center of something much bigger than a single social media post, a collision of fame, technology, law, and public opinion. As the dust settled, one thing was certain. The internet had once again changed the lives of two people in radically different ways, and the ripples would be felt long after the initial controversy faded. Subscribe for more deep dives into the stories shaping our digital lives.